5 things you need to stop saying to yourself because they're only holding you back. Come on, think of a goal that you've had in your life that you would love to achieve. Or think of some dreams that you've had that you're like, gosh, I would love to live that life. Maybe your goals aren't going so well. It's because of the limiting beliefs that you have. So I'm going to cover today 5 of them that I hear all the time that drive me nuts, and I see it keeping people from living the life that they love. So the first one is, I don't have any time. I hear that all the time. And I tell people everybody has the exact same 24 hours in their day. It's what you decide to do with those 24 hours. A great example, I just don't got time to go to the gym. Or, I just don't have time to work my business. But then they tell me, I just really want to quit my job and be home with my children. Or I just really want to quit my job and be able to travel. Or I just want to get out of debt. But then they say, but I just don't have time. So my friends, let's break it down. Okay, we all have 24 hours in our day, right? So let's say you sleep 7 hours a day. You still have 17 hours in your day. Let's say it takes you 2 hours to get ready in the morning, maybe between you and getting the kids ready and everything else you have to do. Let's just give you 2 hours. You still have 15 hours. Let's say you work for 8 hours, but you have a 30-minute commute there, 30-minute commute back. That's 9 hours total, right? So you still have 6 hours left in your day. Let's say you spend 2 hours with your family. You still have 4 hours. Are you kidding me? If I had 4 hours solid every day to work my business when I started, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it would have happened. So it's not that you don't have the time, it's just that you don't have the belief in yourself to make the time. I had to give up TV. I was like, no, I'm not gonna watch TV and watch somebody else that reached their goals. So TV was gone. And I had to become more organized with my time. Like, I'm only gonna go to the grocery store once a week, so I better get it all right the first time. And I had the kids help me with cleaning. We just worked together. But I just did a breakdown for you of you have 4 hours. If you spent 2 hours of that on you time and 2 hours on your business, you wouldn't even recognize your life in a year. Okay, so what's the next one? I get this all the time. Oh, Michelle, I've tried everything. I'm like, everything? Yes, I've tried everything. I'm like, I want to see your list of everything because I don't know anybody that's tried everything. And how do you even know what everything is? You see, that is such a limiting belief. For example, you start a business and you follow the system and you do what you've been told to do, but maybe that's 3 or 4 things. And in your mind, you convince yourself that you've tried everything. Instead of getting out there and getting other resources, because you guys, if one person has been able to achieve what you want to achieve, you can too. It's just that limiting belief. So it's easier for you to be like, I tried everything. Because in your mind, you're letting yourself off the hook. And in reality, you're just holding yourself back from your goals and your dreams. So what's the next one? Oh, this is a big one. If only I was more like her or him. I mean, if I was like him, I would have so much more success. Man, if I was like her, I could reach my goals. You know what the difference of those ones that you look at and you respect and you want to be like? You know what the difference is? They had more days than what you experience right now. They had more adversity. They had more failures. They had more falls. They had more bumps in the road. They had more stumbles. They just did it. And they didn't have any limiting beliefs to hold them back. I will never forget in my journey of building a successful business from home around my kids, I had so many limiting beliefs that I had to overcome, but the fear of putting my children in daycare was far worse than my limiting beliefs. So I just said to myself, suck it up, Buttercup, and go do it. Because the only regret you'll ever have is a regret that you quit. What if you don't quit? So write that down. What if you don't quit? Find out what will happen. So stop. Don't look at somebody like, if I was only like that. You are you, and that's enough. Your idea, your vision, your desire is all you need to live the life you love. Okay, so the next one is money's tight. I know I really need to invest in that program, or I really need to take time to buy some more books and read some more, or I really need to buy that new laptop. But money's just too tight. I just can't do that. What cracks me up when I hear that is somebody's holding a cell phone that costs $100 a month. I'm like, you're kidding me. 30 years ago, you would have been called cuckoo if you would have been spending $100 on a phone that goes in your purse. Like, people would have been like, you're nuts. That's a waste of money. Now everybody does it, even kids have it, right? So it's not that money's tight, it's just where you choose to spend your money, because you know as well as I do. If you knew that if you spent the money on a new computer, or you spent the money on this program, and you were able to make the money you wanted, even half the money you wanted, would it be worth it? You bet. So stop justifying to yourself why you shouldn't buy it. Now me, I didn't have the money, but I never said money was tight, and I never said I didn't have the money. This is what I said. Okay, you need this to have success, to be home with your children. So what you need to do is you need to figure out how to get that money back immediately, because if you don't, your electricity bill might be shut off. If you don't, you're not gonna have all the food that you need in the house. So suck it up, buttercup, and get it done. I mean, this is the conversations I had with myself on a daily basis, because I knew the only thing holding me back was me. So I had to have these conversations to debunk the limiting beliefs that I had. So you need to start talking to yourself in a way that you're your best cheerleader, that you're gonna root you on so you don't quit, so you can truly be empowered to live that life you love. So the fifth one, this is probably the biggest dream stealer on the planet. This one literally makes me want to pull my hair out. Are you ready? The worst one. And the saddest one, because it's held so many people back. I've seen so many people with so much talent and ability be held back from just this one, and that is, I'm worried what other people think. Oh, are you kidding me? I'm worried about what other people think. I get that all the time. I'm like, what's holding you back? Like, you're right there, what's holding you back? And she's like, well, the other day, we went to my mother-in-law's, and she was like, what are you doing? Why are you wasting that time? And I just don't know if it's worth it. I'm like, is your mother-in-law paying your bills? Is your mother-in-law paying your bills so you can have all that time with your children? If the answer is no, then why do you care what she thinks? She can have her opinion of you. But if you allow that opinion to hold you back, she won and you lost what you wanted. All because of somebody's opinion? I had so many people tell me that what I was doing was crazy. Like, there's no way that you can empower other moms, dads, aunts, uncles, and grandparents to be able to make an income from home. You guys, this was back on the day when we had to fax papers. We didn't have text messaging and all these fancy things that we have now. And I have people tell me all the time. My neighbors told me, like, what do you do? Like, why are you doing that? Why don't you just go get a job? But guess what? I'll never forget that day. Never in my entire life will I forget that day. It was like it was yesterday when I was able to reach my goals, and I set some goals with my children. If they worked with me and we encouraged each other, we supported each other, that I'm gonna have a day in their life that they're never going to forget. And I reached that. I wanna say it was month 5 or 6 in my business, that's it. And I had a limousine come and pick my kids up. And they rolled the red carpet out. And my kids walked out of the house, and they had no idea what was going on. They had their bags packed and everything. They walked out of the house to the red carpet. And they got in the limousine, and the limousine had these champagne bottles full of Sprite for them. And if you know me, I don't allow my kids to have pop. So, like, that was a big deal, right? That they had Sprite. And it was so fun because they were just like, oh my gosh, you know, we had never been in a limousine before. And all of a sudden, by the way, it was a Saturday morning, and all of a sudden, I'm watching the neighbors come out. I'm watching the neighbors watch. And I'll never forget looking up. I'll never forget saying to myself, what if I allowed those dream stealers to take me out? I would never be seeing my children experiencing what they're experiencing right now. We got in the limo and we were driving around, and they were so empowered to believe that they were bulletproof and anything was possible. And we had the limousine take us, and we just had a day that we just went everywhere and went to amusement parks and did all the stuff, and we stayed in a hotel, and then the limousine picked us up, went to Great Wolf Lodge, and then the limousine picked us up the next morning and took us back and rolled the red carpet out. My kids had to get out, and of course the neighbors were coming out again. And I remember that to this day. And you guys, that was 16 years ago. Maybe 15 or 16 years ago. And I remember it like it was yesterday. But I thought, I'm so grateful that I empowered myself to not listen to what anybody said. So I encourage you today it doesn't matter what they're saying. It's your life to live. This is it. Like, this is the only life you have. You have to embrace, you have to take it in, you have to be like, wow, love this. You will not regret doing the right thing. So get rid of the limiting beliefs. Take these 5 things that I shared with you, and if you're fighting them and struggling with them, get rid of them and empower yourself. Listen to me. Listen to me right now. Words can be powerful, but actions are even more powerful. Write that down. Words can be powerful, but actions are even more powerful. So take action today and empower yourself to live the life you love. So get rid of those limiting beliefs. Talk to you guys soon.